Two teenagers have been found not guilty of the murder of 15-year-old schoolboy Amen Teklay in Glasgow. The teens had been on trial at the High Court in the city, charged with Amen's murder after the youngster was allegedly stabbed with a sword. Amen died in the St George's Cross area of Glasgow on the 5th of March last year. The alleged attack took place amid an apparent ongoing feud between the 16-year-old and Amen from the previous summer. Amen was stabbed through the heart with a 22-inch sword by the 16-year-old, while the 17-year-old held a frying pan at the scene. But today they were cleared as a jury returned a verdict of not guilty. The youths aged 16 and 17 were charged with his murder after he passed away in Clarendon Street. The pair, who can't be named due to their age, were accused of wielding a sword and a frying pan before the fatal attack unfolded around 10:15 p.m. But at the High Court in Glasgow today, the jury reached a non-unanimous verdict of not guilty for the 16-year-old, while the 17-year-old was unanimously found not guilty. Several members of Amen's family, including his mother and father, were in the courtroom to hear the verdict. And his relatives were visibly emotional upon leaving the courtroom as several of his loved ones burst into tears.
While no verdict can undo the pain of what has happened, we hope that Amen's legacy will be one of compassion, opportunity and positive change for future generations. Since Amen's death, we have seen the very best of people as they have come together to support one another through an incredibly difficult time. We hope that today encourages all to reflect on what more can be done so that fewer young people, fewer families and fewer communities have to experience this kind of loss.
After the verdict was stated, Judge Lord Colbeck thanked the jury for the service and said that it was a difficult case. The trial heard that the 16-year-old and Amen first met at Kelvin Hall subway station in summer 2024. Jurors were told that Amen allegedly robbed the 16-year-old and another youth of drugs at knife point. This was said to have sparked a series of tit-for-tat incidents between the pair until the night of Amen's death. In the days leading up to the alleged murder, the 16-year-old allegedly sent a text message to an associate saying, "Let's get a whip and kill these men." He also posed for 3 videos on social media with the red-bladed murder weapon he purchased online in January 2025 for £40. On the night of Amen's death, the 16-year-old and the 17-year-old and friends had been playing football at pitches in Maryhill. It was heard that they later received a phone call from a friend informing them that Amen was looking for the 16-year-old and another youth who was not on trial. As the night progressed, the 16 and 17-year-olds on trial were alone when they came across Amen. Witness Robert Pistorio, who's 33, told the court he saw a masked duo arguing with someone outside of his flat. The chef stated that he saw one of the pair holding a knife, which seemed like a sword. Mr. Pistorio stated the duo moved forward while the other looked like he was about to leave. The witness stated that he later heard a scream. Amen was initially treated at the scene before he was taken to hospital, where he was pronounced dead later that night. A post-mortem examination stated that the cause of death was stab wound to the chest, inflicted by a blade measuring 19 or 20 centimetres in length. Prosecutor Adrian Stalker stated that this resulted in rapid blood loss and was unsurvivable. A zombie machete had been recovered from under Amen's body, which was not the murder weapon. A sheath was also found. Meanwhile, the 17-year-old stated that after the incident he boarded a bus to a friend's house in the city's Gallowgate, where he stayed for 2 nights. The 16-year-old meantime got rid of his blood-stained jogging bottoms and drove his e-scooter to Kelvin Grove Park, where he claimed that he kicked the knife near a river. Jurors were told that the boy made a number of internet searches on his phone the next day. These included Glasgow stabbing, 14-year-old murder UK, murder charge sentence UK, and where first offenders under 18 get sent for major crimes UK. Another search said Amen Glasgow evidence. It was stated that the phone also had evidence of searches on social media app TikTok, which included Amen Glasgow. The phone search history also showed a string of news websites reporting on the incident. One headline read, "Boy 15 died after being found seriously injured on Glasgow Street." Another article referenced Clarendon Street being locked down. The search history also revealed a web page which had the heading, "Can you legally stab someone in self-defence?" Jurors were told at the beginning of the trial that the 16-year-old boy lodged a special defence of self-defence. He told the court that his evidence that Amen, while armed with a knife, jumped out from near a car towards them. The 16-year-old stated that both he and Amen swung knives at each other while the 17-year-old was a bit back from them. He claimed that Amen turned his attention to the 17-year-old, who had a frying pan, and thought he was going to stab him. The boy stated that he told Amen that the 17-year-old and he had nothing to do with this. He added, "Amen turned 180 degrees towards me. He obviously had the knife up as he was chasing the 17-year-old. He did 180 towards me. He had the knife still up. I took my knife and stabbed him."